Hi, my name is Blair. Welcome to Breathwork. I'm so excited to breathe with you. And before we get started, I wanted to give you a brief overview of what to expect in today's class. Now, my classes are divided into two sections. The first being the active portion of our Breathwork class, where I'm going to ask you to breathe in and out of your mouth in a two-stage pranayama cyclical practice, which looks like this. Belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. With about 80% of your energy going into your low belly, probably much deeper than you're used to breathing on a daily basis. The next 20% up to your chest, and then it's just a relaxed exhale, going over and over again. And one thing you'll notice with my class that's perhaps different than other breathwork classes you've taken or other meditation classes is I set the class to a fun, upbeat playlist that you'll notice starts to build in cadence as we move along. And throughout the class, I will be cueing the breath, belly, chest, exhale as we go. Think of it almost like a soul cycle meets meditation class, which I find makes it really fun, really energetic, and really helps to kind of keep your mind focused on the breath as opposed to kind of drifting off elsewhere. So that's about the first 27 minutes of class. The last 3 songs are about 10 minutes is what I liken to the rest and relaxation, almost like Shavasana in yoga, where I'll begin to ask you just to be breathing in and out of your nose at whatever pace feels right to you, allowing your energy that you've just built in the active portion just to release and go wherever it needs to go in your body, which proves to be a really relaxing, a deeply grounding, and blissful state. I then close out the class with the reading and invite you to come back. Now, a couple things to notice when it comes to breath work that may be different than other forms of meditation because we are taking in so much oxygen, especially in the active portion, more oxygen than you're probably used to taking. There's some physical sensations that I like to let people know of before class. One is going from hot to cold. So I always recommend having a blanket nearby and either starting with it on or taking it off. Another can be dry mouth. You are breathing in a lot through your mouth, so it can feel dry. So I always say have a cup of water nearby and drink it as you see fit. And the other that can be most pronounced is what we call tetany. So when you are breathing and taking in so much oxygen, endorphins are released in your body and it can feel just like energy tingling throughout your body. So it's a really physiological practice. And sometimes that can manifest in what we call tetany, which is energy blockages throughout the body. More often than not, it can come up as cramping either in your fingers or in your toes. Totally normal. Sometimes people get a little nervous. It's totally normal. A couple of things you can do if that starts to happen and anything feels uncomfortable. You can begin slowing down the breath. You can begin breathing through your nose, or you can just take a few beats and just stop breathing. You've taken in so much oxygen, you can do that, and I promise the energy will settle back down. And another thing to note, which is a reason I love this practice so much, is it can release a lot of blocked emotions that maybe we can't necessarily get to when we just think in our thinking brain. And so this practice, you can feel a lot of different things. You can feel happiness, you can feel sadness, you can want to cry, scream, or maybe you just feel totally blissed out. Every time is different. But I like to say that too, because my classes, I take pride in making it an incredibly safe place for people to experience the deepest level of healing, whatever that looks like for you. So I am really excited to breathe with you. Please reach out to me on my website or in social media if you have any questions at all. Otherwise, I'll see you on the mat.